make that calculation and figure out how you can bootstrap your way there before you can raise money from institutional investors. You can raise money from friends and family.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I imagine since you've been in wealth management, you know enough people who can write, checks to put together a $500,000 friends and family round, and that's fine. That doesn't need a lot of other stuff in before. But if you want to raise money from professional angels, professional, micro VCs, etc., that's going to require some work and some, translating from a concept to a business.
Yeah, no, I agree. And part of what we're looking for, obviously, with the funding that comes typically with it are the mentorships, the contacts with people in the insurance industry that we're seeking for as well.
The mentorship you can get from 1 million by 1 million if that's
Okay.
something that is necessary, and we don't require you to be funded or anything. Anybody at any stage of the business can join 1 million by 1 million. So if you hang on, let me work with the other entrepreneurs and then I will spend some time on how to use 1 million by 1 million.
Great. All right. Appreciate it.
It's a good concept. I think it's a proven concept, so it's a matter of execution. I don't think anybody is going to question you on the validity and the viability of your business model itself. But it's really going to be on execution.
Yeah.
Okay, Gobidasu, you are next. Please unmute your line.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Sramana. Nice to meet you.
Where
Uh,
is
s-
Verona, Wisconsin?
it's near Madison.
It's near Madison. Okay. Okay. All right. Tell me, what are
So
you doing?
today I'll be talking about, so I'm Gobi and I'm one of the three co-founders of LD Talent. And today I'll be talking about the future of work. Could we go to the next slide, please? So the world has hit 8 billion people, and around half the world is going to be in Africa and South Asia, which comprise 5% of the world's wealth. So when you have those kind of dynamics, there must be millions of geniuses in those geographies who have the potential to be designers, engineers, and creatives. But I think one of the problems is they're targeting their local markets, and so that's something that this is a mission-driven sort of approach, and so that is something that we're going for. Could we go to the next slide, please? So on our platform, we have had hundreds of thousands in gross sales, and we've had tens of thousands of hours tracked on our platform. We are a talent platform, but we're a different talent platform, and I'll be getting into the competitive advantage soon. Could we go to the next slide, please? So the problems right now in the talent space are that it's hard to find triple threat talent that's skilled, reliable, and in budget. It's hard to evaluate, build trust, avoid attrition, hire diverse talent, and it's easy to miss creative potential. And that's despite all the different options that are available in this huge market. So there are still problems in this market, and big problems. So could we go to the next slide? So one of the things that we're quite proud of with our solution is that we have an 85 to 90% conversion rate. When people actually try our platform to find talent, we're actually solving those problems for them. So that 85 to 90% conversion rate, it's something that we think is promising. Next slide, please. Yeah. So in this space right now, this is a $20 billion market just in the talent matching space. And there are some big players that many of you must have heard of, but no one is really doing both the strong data-driven vetting and actually like being talent friendly, creating a talent friendly ecosystem. And that's what we believe is the big problem in this huge market. Could we go to the next slide, please? So what we believe is our competitive advantage is that we're actually solving the chicken and egg problem. So every year, thousands of graduates graduate in universities, engineering universities in South Asia and Africa. And these new graduates are something rare in the world to find. They are both of, so that what's rare about it is that they're actually valuable and plentiful. It's very rare in life that you find something that's both valuable, a valuable resource, and a plentiful resource. Now, competitors are going after the scarce resource of super experienced developers and designers, but what we're trying to do is go after people who are like 5 years of experience or even college graduates and invest in their lifelong learning. Take some of the research that I did in my PhD on what makes a professional software engineer and incentivize them to learn the skills that are in high demand and low supply, including design patterns. And then we're building a future of work ecosystem that's quite meritocratic, where talent track granular work sessions in chat, and they include links to work artifacts that they've worked on, like code links, even Git commit links. And then we create a business model that's quite sustainable, that allows this to actually work differently from other platforms. Could we go to the next slide, please? So we do have a platform that is operating. We take a 20% cut, and could we go to the next slide, please?
So I don't understand what this slide is. Can you explain this slide?
Yeah, so we offer a free trial because we know the talent are quite good, and we know they'll convert. So you can work with the talent for free for the first few hours, and then you can fund more hours after that. And you can fund hours for them to work on an hourly contract basis. But what we're seeing with a lot of like the customers that we're working with, and we've worked with customers like high growth startups out of YC and 500 Global. We've worked with Infosys and Baidu Ventures. We've worked with universities. We're seeing that eventually what happens with many of the fast growing teams, at least, is that they build trust in our platform. They build trust through the trial. They build trust through the contract work. And eventually what happens is they'll do a buyout. They'll actually pay us a buyout fee and hire them full time. And they'll discover this like amazing engineering Uganda that they wouldn't have otherwise met. And it's easier to build trust on our platform because of the work session system that we've set up. So yeah.
Right. Why were you going to skip that slide? That's an important slide.
Yeah, that's a great point. So we use that cut to sort of train the talent, not vet them, and also train them, support their lifelong learning, which is sort of the chicken and egg problem we're addressing. Also to support that trial, and so the cut is used for a useful purpose. Can we go to the next slide, please? So this comes out of my research from my PhD, like what really makes a professional software engineer, and it turns out that defining this required quite a bit of research. So it's the design patterns they know, but the ability for them to apply design patterns in professional code bases. It's how they communicate and empathize, and it's also whether we can sort of analyze their code on GitHub and see the quality of their code. And all of this sort of tracking and analysis, we believe can be done in a scalable way, either through automation, like automatically analyzing their code, or through peer review. And we've actually already built the code analysis system. We are building much of the peer review system. It's in beta. And so, yeah. Could we go to the next slide, please?
The automation you have not built yet.
So we have built the automated code analysis. The peer review system, it's been done on the lifelong learning projects, but not on the vetting angle. So we're working on transferring that over. So yeah, we have a ecosystem where we've had over 100 lifelong learning projects done on our platform. We're tracking how responsive they are in our Slack organization, like how quickly do they respond in a remote work setting, what percentage of their work actually gets approved. And those are the kinds of different types of vetting that we're doing in addition to standard algorithmic vetting. Could we go to the next slide, please? And so our platform is actually public. You can go on our platform right now and use these granular filters, filter for talent that you want to work with. We have over 500 talent on our network. And could we go to the next slide, please? And so the way, this one. So this is sort of the secret sauce behind our free trial conversion rate. So the talent are describing granularly what they're working on, and then the client has the ability to approve or reject the work sessions. And that has led to our free trial conversion rate being so high. And you can imagine like there's a lot of opportunity for NLP and generative AI to come and play here because we want to sort of automate the project management process. And so that's something that we're working on right now, especially now that we have like the free trial conversion rate down. We know our LTV, we know our CAC, we know how those things are working out. Now we're able to like do some of the more creative work and seeing how much can we actually do for the customers on our platform.
What is the conversion rate, the free trial to paid conversion rate?
Yeah, it's between 85 and 90%.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Fabulous.
Yeah. And so, of course, we're supporting the lifelong learning on the platform to make sure that they succeed, the talent succeed in the meritocracy that we've created. And so we're a team of 3 technical co-founders. Girja has a PhD in math. I, have traveled all over the world and really am inspired by diverse talent all over the world. And Anisha has actually joined our team first as talent from Nepal, and then she joined our team as a CPO, and then now as a co-founder as well. She's redesigned our entire platform from a UI and UX perspective. And so we believe that we have the skill set to go tackle this problem. We have a team of 5 part-time, 5 full-time. And yeah, could we go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so we know exactly what we want to do to go grab this market. So like we know the keywords we're going after, we know like how we want to sort of do marketing, we know our like cost of acquisition across SEO, reaching out cold, reaching out by getting listed by incubators and funds. We know what we want to do on the design side. We know how we want to automate some of the project management aspects. We have a plan for improvements to our automated code analysis and our peer review. So we have a very clear go-to-market strategy, and we also know what we want to do across design, marketing, and vetting. And could we go to
Currently, what is your primary channel for customer acquisition?
So we actually track that, and we have gotten around. So it's not like one channel. It's actually quite split, like 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. So like around 1/5 are from SEO. We worked with almost 100 paying clients, so 94, I think. Yeah, 94 paying clients, and around 1/5 are through SEO. Around a 1/5 are through social media. Around a 1/5 are through referrals. And then some are from just reaching out cold over email with candidate suggestions, and then
Have you
getting
got
listed
big
by
companies?
Any big companies? Is that what you said?
Have you got any big companies as clients?
Baidu Ventures and Infosys have used our platform.
Infosys not Infosys Ventures, Infosys.
Yeah, Infosys and Baidu, but specifically Baidu's venture wing.
But where in Infosys, where is the traction? Do you have a sense that if Infosys likes your product, do you sense that Infosys is going to hire thousands of people through you?
I think that they might. I think that it's also sort of like something that like it's individual teams on Infosys. That like we worked with an individual team in Infosys. So Infosys was paying, but it was like that team had a specific need for data visualization developer who could work in D3. So I think that
you should contact Infosys HR and see if you can get them to adopt the platform, because you know your business is going to be a very different business if you can get thousands of hires done by Infosys versus a lot of startups, because startups go out of business. If a company's primary business is, you know, very early stage startups going into incubators and stuff, it's not as stable a business as if you can get to, you know, Infosys is very large. It's a good thing that you've gotten into Infosys, because Infosys also hires a lot. The mid-market would be fine. A little bit later stage startups that have a bit more stability is fine. I have a little bit of, it's good that you're getting kind of validation through the incubators and so forth, but it's a question that investors would ask you is what is going to be the business that you will be building, and your customer acquisition channel needs to align with that. And if that is an enterprise business, primarily that's investors are going to look at it very differently, whether you're an enterprise business or if you're a startup focused business, and that's something that you should kind of flesh out a little bit, and especially because you already have an entree into Infosys, use that entree and see if you can get something, you know, bigger happening at Infosys, which will give you credibility to speak about a enterprise strategy.
Yeah, that sounds yeah. And you're right, like as we deal with bigger clients, we're facing like different challenges and different like circumstances. Like we just started working with a Series A funded customer, and the like paperwork that we had to do with them is different from the ones we've had to do with seed funded customers as well. So
That's right.
yeah. So yeah, that's a really interesting point, like how we can tailor our service.
And
Yeah.
how are you recruiting the recruits, the talent?
Yeah, through a number of means. So we're getting a lot through referrals now that especially in Africa, we're getting a lot through referrals. But we have also like when they do the lifelong learning projects, they post them on our blog and YouTube, and that grows our SEO. So people are discovering us through SEO as well, like
How
searching.
big is the talent pool now?
500 talent.
500?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you've got the MVP kind of going, and you're looking to get to the next level. How much are you trying to raise?
Yeah, so we're raising on a 6.6M post-money val cap using a YC Save. We've raised 600 so far, $600,000 so far. We're planning to raise another 300 to 900,000. Yeah.
And how are you? Where is the money coming from? Is it?
So
Go ahead.
yeah, sorry, go ahead. What
I was asking, is it angels or are you working with a micro VC or?
No, so far we've just done friends and family and like done safes like that. But we're thinking about like, we're thinking about reaching out to more like professional angels. We're thinking about reaching out to like just like equity crowdfunding. We're thinking about like that. We just started sort of like reaching out to people outside of family
Okay.
and friends.
Well, if you need help, that's something we can definitely help you with. You've done enough of the validation work that we can pretty much go straight to fundraising in your case. If you were in the program, we could help you with the fundraising.
Okay.
All right, very good. I will talk more about how to use the program in after I finish working with the entrepreneurs.
That's
One
helpful.
more pitch. So Barnali Khatak is not coming today. She has rescheduled after stuffing the presentation with her slides. Okay, here we go. Who is doing the presentation for this team? Something going on? The next entrepreneur.
Ramana. Yeah, I sent you a note. He had to run. I'm not sure what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll go to the 1M by 1M discussion and do Q&A then. So folks, if you like the way we operate here, feel free to refer us to serious entrepreneurs in your network. As I said, I try to be as candid as possible and constructive. So if you're ready to raise funding, I can advise you on that. And if you join the program, I will introduce you to investors. And if you're not, I will tell you where the gaps are, just as I did with Tom. I think that if you want to raise money at the stage that Tom is in, with just basically a slide deck, that is a friends and family round. Whereas where Gobi is, Gobi has done a lot of the validation work. There's already a business that has started to happen, a small scale business, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. Small scale business is fine. One question actually, Gobi, are you interested in going to Y Combinator?
Yeah, it's a decision we've been thinking about. The one thing is that, like, yeah, we are giving, like, it is a trade-off, right? Like, we are selling equity at like a much lower price than what our like family and friends have invested in,
Yeah.
right? Because so that's one thing, right? Because I think they invest 500 at a what cap? I'm not sure, but they definitely take.
They take more equity. Yeah, your
Right.
valuation is beyond their level.
Right. And the thing is that as a founding team, we've gone through like a lot of Y Combinator's curriculum. We've worked with a bunch of YC startups because LD Talent actually got listed as a resource on Y Combinator's book face. So like we've interacted with their companies a lot and we've asked them like how much value did you get out of YC? And so still trying to evaluate. But like if we're managing to get customer flow without YC and we're managing
You
the
should be
design
able to,
iteration, then yeah, we're
based
not
on
sure.
where you are right now, you should be able to raise money outside of YC as well. Yeah, I think we can help you. So I was just curious to